Hello and welcome to today's episode of NYSC Half Hour. I am Nkem Okwogo. On this episode, you will be inspired by the good work of corps members across the country. We are still in the era of coronavirus pandemic, and corps members continue to be at service to others. In the news today, corps members in Niger State embarked on a 2-day sensitization exercise at the Nigerian Army Barracks in Minna on the dangers of COVID-19 and all necessary preventive measures. At the end of the sensitization exercise, they donated 2,000 face masks amongst other items to cushion the effect of COVID-19 pandemic. Commending the efforts of the exercise, Major Dr. E.B. Kanhu, who is in charge of the MRS barracks, expressed gratitude to the corps members for their selfless service to humanity. The NYSC Benue State Committee on the Control and Prevention of COVID-19 donated 500 pieces of face masks produced by corps members in the state to 4 markets across the state capital, Makurdi. In line with what has become a major trend in NYSC in recent days, it was another day of palliative food item distribution in some areas of Lagos State. The palliative distributed took place in Surulere and Shomolu local government areas where corps members made robust donations of food items to the residents. Welcome back. The service year is a great opportunity to find your purpose, to discover your passion, and launch a career path. The National Youth Service Corps was established in 1973 as a means to develop a dynamic scheme to meet the new challenges and become a leading light of the youth organizations in Africa. Through the mobilization and grooming of graduate youth, the scheme has become a great platform for the promotion of national unity, sustainable development, self-reliance, and preparation for the challenges of leadership. This scheme has become a beacon of hope for the future of Nigeria. Stay with me as we together go through the journeys of these enterprising corps members. We'll be right back.
The National Youth Service Corps, a call to service, a call to nationhood. Nigerian youths, stand up and embrace this clarion call. Wherever you are posted, accept it, embrace it. Do not harbor any fears because your security is assured. Develop common ties with members of your host communities. You would discover that North, South, East and West, we are all brothers with common ties and a shared destiny as one nation. Do not lobby for preferential posting, for it is unpatriotic and illegal. Report at once to the orientation camp as soon as you are posted and contribute your quota to the overall development of our great nation, Nigeria. The National Youth Service Corps, building future leaders.
The journey so far, firstly, when I got to know I was posted to Kogi State, I was surprised. I had mixed feelings. I was feeling really bad because I heard Kogi State is not really the kind of state I want to be in. I felt really bad, but before my service time, I told myself that wherever I'm posted to, I'll stay there. I won't redeploy and I won't go anywhere for any reason. I will just take advantage of whatever I have there for me. So on getting to camp, somehow, I don't know what happened, but I became an assistant platoon leader. And that gave me this duty call to always be on ground. Instead of me being the one to dodge activities, I'm now the one to call my corps members to action, like Platoon 7, you have to be here at this time, you have to be here at this time. It made me feel very, very responsible. And that part was so nice. And after that, I got deployed to Lokoja to serve in a school. I've always wanted to be a teacher, but I've never had the time to teach. Though I didn't like the act of teaching, but I love being close to children. So when I got to that school, I started teaching the children. I fell in love with the children, and they also, the same thing happened. Coming to Abuja, I came with 2 of my band members, Opayemi and Tumishi. So while we were coming here, we were so happy. We were just screaming in the car, Mama, I made this, city here I come. We were so happy because we are now doing something we love. If we are not being compelled to do something, we are here to sing for NYSC, and we were so happy with that. So doing the rehearsals, at first it was stressful. We had to rehearse for long because there were so many tasks ahead, and we just had to deliver. Then when it was time for shows, we go out. When we saw the first event hall, it was so beautiful. The caliber of people that came to that event, we were hearing names of senators, governors, ex-presidents. We didn't know we would be opportune to meet with such persons at this early stage of our life. We thank NYSC for this great place to serve, not just to serve, but to serve under NYSC National Band.
Oh wow! The commitment Ogenekewe and her friends have shown in the NYSC National Band is remarkable. Moving on, the Ventures Management Department of the NYSC is primarily responsible for the coordination, supervision and monitoring of NYSC factories and mills, and coordination of NYSC Special National Assignments. Through the activities of the Ventures Management Department, core members are given the opportunity to develop entrepreneurship and industrial skills for self-reliance.
NYSC Bakery and the Water Factory in Kubwa is located within the NYSC Orientation Camp Kubwa. At a point in the life of the NYSC, we looked at a couple of things and discovered that we should have what we call the new NYSC, a new way of doing things, a way of ensuring that the youth that we are meant to administer, we had the intention of giving them something to add to what they came into the service with. So it was at this point that the issue of skills acquisition and entrepreneurship development and ventures management came. And the managers of the scheme envisions that with this on ground, core members would have been given the opportunities to not only develop their skills, making them self-reliant, introducing them to industry at work, while they also mentor people in their host communities. This will not only improve, this food security of the country, it will make us generate revenues within the scheme. The overall objective of the Ventures Management Department is to ensure that we can feed our core members during orientation courses. At the same time, we'll be able to train these core members, expose them to funding agencies, so that by the time they are done with service, they would have been able to come up as great entrepreneurs.
Hello, good day. My name is Emmanuel Okonkwo Chinamso, state code number FC/19C/9360. You're highly welcome to the National Youth Service Corps Water Factory. Now, at this point, I'm going to take you on a journey for you to see how the unique pure water is being produced. We produce the table water here, we produce the sachet water here. So I want you to walk with me on this journey while I show you things about our water plant treatment. Now, at this point, which is the first section, you will see it boldly written there. It is the borehole. Now, this is the main source of our water. The borehole is here. So let's walk in to where the borehole is being pumped. The water from the borehole is being pumped. Now the water from the borehole section is being pumped to these tanks where we tagged it raw water. Now the raw water has been pumped into these two tanks where one is 5,000 liters. You can see it boldly written, raw water, and notified here 5,000 liters. So for these two tanks we have 10,000 liters of raw water being pumped. Now the water is not just pumped here to remain here. It is pumped to this point and then pumped again to where we have the sand and carbon filtration chambers. Now at this point, I want you to know that the process of filtration here is natural. Now these chambers, what they do, they purify, they filtrate, and they also treat the water being placed in this, being pumped into this chamber. Now I want you to know again that from this chamber, the water is still pumped down to what we call the mini membrane filter. This is also an ultraviolet sterilizer. Now the function of the sterilizer is to kill any live microorganism that exists in the water. Now this is the first point which we use the sterilizer. Here we have it notified treated water. We also have it in sizes 5,000 liters each tank, and here we also generate 10,000 liters of treated water, which is the main source to our production units, which are the sachet water production and the bottled water production. Now you should understand that this now is the source of our unique pure water, which we serve to you in the public. Now at this point, we are at the sachet water production hall. Now I want you to take a look at how we produce the sachet water. Come in. Hello guys. Yeah, you can see they're bagging the sachet water into nylons. We bag them 20. Now I want you to remember that I said the treated water is being pumped to the production unit for the sachet water and the table water. Now if you look closely here, behind this machine we have filters, about 3 filters that the water undergoes filtration process, and from this filter the water is being pumped into what we call the ultraviolet sterilizer. Now this sterilizer's function is basically to kill any live organism in the water, and killing every live organism in the water becomes suitable and purely, naturally filtrated, treated for us to drink. Now the water from this sterilizer pumps through into the pipe of the machine, as you can see, whereby it finishes down here for bagging. Now this is what we call preference, and this is what we blow into different shapes and sizes which we want. Now you see, we take up this preference here and we place it on what we call the steaming machine, by taking into what we call the blowing machine. This is called the bottle blower machine. Okay. When he picks it up, wow, you can see how beautiful our preference has turned into this wonderfully made bottle. This is the starting point of the bottle water production machine, whereby you just place a bottle manually. You place the bottle here and you just place it slightly push, and you see that the machine collects it automatically. At this section we have the machine washing and cleansing the already produced bottle. You see it moving. Have a close look. You see it washing it and turning it down so that it can move automatically still to the machine, where it automatically fills it with the treated water. Remember, naturally treated water. Now this machine, which automatically washes, fills the bottles with the naturally treated water, goes through, you can see this pipe, this is called the cap elevator. So it blows up automatically and it cocks it automatically too. You can see right here, there's no drip of water because it has been properly cocked very well. You can see how the already packaged water comes out in pack. My colleague is going to pick it up right now. Pick it up right now with a hand glove. And he places it at the deposit point. It is from this point we pick the already packaged produce to the final production unit. Now I'm just going to pick one and take you down to the final production room.
The water is okay. It has quality. When I tested the water, I discovered that it's a difference between the ones I've been using before I locate this one. And since then, I've been coming here to buy water.
It will surprise you that before now, prior to this event, I had no knowledge about how production of table water or sachet water was being produced. My colleagues here can attest to the fact that NYSC is actually a need for the youth out there in Nigeria. We really appreciate the NYSC management for putting this scheme together for we the youths to enjoy and to learn about how to become skillful. We say 3 bozas to the NYSC management and the Director General. 1 to go. Boza, boza, boza.
The National Youth Service Corps, a call to service, a call to nationhood. Nigerian youths, stand up and embrace this clarion call. Wherever you are posted, accept it, embrace it. Do not harbor any fears because your security is assured. Develop common ties with members of your host communities. You would discover that North, South, East and West, we are all brothers with common ties and a shared destiny as one nation. Do not lobby for preferential posting, for it is unpatriotic and illegal. Report at once to the orientation camp as soon as you are posted and contribute your quota to the overall development of our great nation, Nigeria. The National Youth Service Corps, building future leaders.
Water is indeed life, and it has no enemy. These industrious corps members have become the life wire of the communities they serve. But we are not done yet. Let us go to the story of Ogbonna Eziwanne Adora, an ex-corps member who served in Anambra State. Her story demonstrates empathy and compassion, as her effort restored the means of livelihood of a group of women in Umehi community who are into palm oil processing. Stay with us.
My name is Ogbonna Eziwanne Adora, an ex-corps member that served in Anambra State. Then I did one of my projects here. Just come around, let me show you what I did.
Ogbonna Eziwanne Adora's arrival to Umehi community after the 3 weeks NYSC orientation course. She observed that the majority of the children in this community were out of school. This was because the means of livelihood of their parents was destroyed.
This is the place, the village called Umehi village in Amishi town anyway. So there was a heavy rain that pulled down this factory. This is the place where they used to produce palm oil. So but for 6-7 months, the place was collapsed because there is nobody to raise or rehabilitate it for the women, the young widows, the little children that goes to school. So as a corps member and MDG corps volunteer, I have the passion to raise up this factory again. So I searched for money. It wasn't easy anyway, but I tried my possible best to try to raise the factory up again for them. So to raise it up so that the young children will be able to go back to their school again. So the women, the widows anyway, so that they can continue and be able to feed their families again.
Now, these little ones have returned to school and their dreams once again rekindled.
They were so happy the first time I came here that I told them that I want to stand this building again. They were so much happy. But at the time they said, "Can you do it, Copper? Can you do this for us again?" I said, "Yes, by God's grace I can." So I tried my possible best. You can see the building is standing again. And they are so much happy. Look at them, enjoying themselves.
She has not only offered the women of Umehi community hope, she has given them a new life.
Since this copper come for us, we do us better. She come from NYC. She come visit us. I say, okay now. See us now. He say, you go repair this house for us. I say, ah? Na so? He say, na so. I say, God bless. I say, God bless you. What you do it for us? After some days, she come again. Carry carpenter come. Carry bang and
see the carpenter
stick.
Here.
See the carpenter.
Come here.
Now the carpenter repair it. So the carpenter come. Carry bang, carry stick, carry nail. Oh, start to begin. After some days, we say, see your house. Beginning to prepare your pancanel and oil. We dance so. We great God. We great her. Because God do us better from her.
That was amazing. I could feel the joy in the eyes of those women. You know, the ripple effect of such kindness cannot be overemphasized. The women could return to work, their children could go back to school, and economic activity was restored. I hope you've been inspired by today's episode, and I hope you feel motivated to add value to your community. You can always reach out to us on our online platforms displayed on your screen, and we will get back to you. Until I see you next time, remember that the safety of core members in your community is the responsibility of you and I. I am Nkem Okwogo. Stay safe.
Section 6 of the National Youth Service Corps Act places in every state government the responsibility to arrange and provide accommodation, boarding, transportation, and to provide other facilities which are essential for the welfare of members of the Service Corps and the success of the scheme in the states, and also to arrange the provision of facilities for orientation courses and winding up exercises. While Section 7 subsection 4 states that every state government shall be required to provide such other facilities and contribute to the implementation and achievement of the programs and projects of the Service Corps in the states, including, but not limited to, land for agriculture, orientation camps, and transportation facilities. The Director General and the management of the National Youth Service Corps appreciates the efforts of all the state governments who have provided adequate facilities for corps members serving in their states, and uses this medium to encourage and appeal to other state governments to provide adequate facilities for corps members serving in their states in order to guarantee a smooth and successful service year. Thank you.